January 7th, 1922. January 7th. Dale Ian, he's going to ratify the Anglo-Irish Treaty by a 64-57 vote. Oh my God, just barely by 7 votes. Dailereann. Dailereann. Be nice if he could just ratify the pronunciation of his name. January 11th. The first use of insulin to treat diabetes mellitus, called diabetes in a human patient. This is the shit that's happening in 1922. February 8th, the President of the United States of America, good old Warren G. Harding, the incorruptible, the untouchable, the incorruptible Warren G. Harding, he introduced the first radio in the White House. Ooh, the president fucking listened to the radio. Big whippity skip. February 27th, 1922, a challenge to the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which allowed women the right to vote, is rebuffed by the Supreme Court of the United States in Lesser v. Garnett. So, congratulations. That'd be a crazy-ass case to take up. Hey, Your Honor, women, should they be given the right to vote? Like, look, I'm all about women voting, but there's something in the Constitution or something in their DNA that just says that we shouldn't allow this, right? Am I right? Your Honor, women voting? Are you kidding me? So, good thing that was struck down. March 10th, Mahatma Gandhi is arrested in India, tried for sedition, sentenced to 6 years in prison, only to be released after nearly 2 years for an appendicitis operation. So, thank God for appendicitis. March 12th, 1922, Armenia, Georgia, and Azerbaijan formed the Transcaucasian Soviet Federative Soviet Republic of the 12 Monkeys. 1922, March 12th, Armenia, Georgia, and Azerbaijan formed the Transcaucasian Socialist Federative Soviet Republic following the proposal by Vladimir Lenin. The three now Soviet republics, Armenian, Azerbaijani, and Georgian SSRs, were united into the Federative Union of Socialist Soviet Republics of Transcaucasia on March 12, 1922. March 18th, in India, Mahatma Gandhi is sentenced to 6 years in prison for civil disobedience. He only serves 2 years. Oh, that's the same shit. So I guess he's going to get arrested, and then he's sentenced. He got arrested in March 1922. Jesus Christ. I mean, motherfucker was what? Wanting goddamn British? He wanted the British to get the hell out of India and let the Indians run themselves. March 24th, Irish War of Independence in Belfast, Northern Ireland, known as the Northern Irish Policemen, break into the home of a Catholic family and McMahon murders called Shoot. Okay. It was called the McMahon murders, and they shot all 8 males inside. It was known as the Northern Ireland, known as the, what is it known as? I don't know what it's known as. Northern Irish policemen in Belfast, Northern Ireland, in the Irish War of Independence, break into the home of a Catholic family, the McMahons, and kill all 8 men inside. April 1st, 1922, 6 Irish Catholic civilians are non-street killings. They're shot, beaten to death by a gang of policemen in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Is this the same? No, this is something else. Okay. So, more fucking murders are happening in Belfast, Northern Ireland. April 3rd, Joseph Stalin becomes the first General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. Nah, he's just a General Secretary. I mean, that's A secretary, that's less power than a treasurer, right? You got president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. So, I mean, what the hell can Joseph Stalin do with a secretary position? I guess we'll find out. April 5th, 1922, the American Birth Control League, the forerunner of Planned Parenthood, is incorporated. April 7th, the Teapot Dome scandal. What? U.S. Secretary of the Interior leases the Teapot Dome petroleum reserves in Wyoming. You're leasing the petroleum reserves. You can go ahead and rent the oil. The oil that you find under this land, I'm going to rent it to you. You got about 1 year to dig it up. Whatever you don't dig up, the rest is mine. The Soviet Union, e.g. the Soviet government, April 20th, 1922, they create the South Ossetian Autonomous Oblast within the Georgian SSR. Oh, them Soviet Unions. We just created the Transcaucasian fucking thing, right? The Transcaucasian goddamn Soviet. Now we're creating the South Ossetian Soviet within the Georgian Soviet. What the fuck is going on? South Ossetian. Okay, Soviet Unions, we're going to go with the South. You know, there's an election, South Ossetian. I hope that the KGB guy, I'm endorsing the KGB guy because I want change in South Ossetia. I'm tired of this fucking piece of shit running the way South Ossetia's been running. South Ossetia, but you got Le Pen and you got that other, Macron. So, for South Ossetians, I think it's best to get unless he's just a total fucking Nazi, I feel like that KGB guy, he might actually be, prone to land reform or some shit. Hell, he might even be opposed to the invasion of the Ukraine. April 20th, though, 1922, the Soviet Union, they created the South Ossetian Autonomous Oblast within the Georgian SR. So if South Ossetia still becomes, a nation, you could thank Lenin. April 24th, 1922. That was 100 years ago. 100 years ago was April 24th, 1922. Rock Me Amadeus Falco then wrote the song Amadeus, Amadeus. Amadeus, Amadeus. Oh, oh, Amadeus. Amadeus, Amadeus. May 1922, Lenin suffers a stroke. Uh-oh. When Lenin suffers his first stroke in May 1922, people are like, who the fuck is going to succeed Lenin? It's got to be Stalin, or it's got to be Trotsky. No, it's got to be Trotsky. I said Stalin. Trotsky, Stalin, stop. Should we have an election? No, we're communist. We hate democracy and elections and constitutions and Bill of Rights. Fuck you. And your constituent assembly. I'm a Bolshevik. You take that constituent assembly and you take that democratic republic and shove it up your ass. I'm a Bolshevik communist. Fuck your democracy. Trotsky seemed an obvious choice since he was a powerful Bolshevik leader and Lenin's own pick. Yeah, you'd think so. May 10th, the U.S. annexes the Kingman Reef. Thank goodness. Thank goodness the U.S. annexed the... Did anybody... No, nobody cared about that, right? So what? Russia's not allowed to annex Crimea, but the U.S. can annex the Kingman Reef? May 10th, 1922. May 19th, 1922, the Young Pioneer Organization of the Soviet Union is established. May 25th, 1922, Lenin suffers a stroke. Wait, I thought we just reported this. Oh, that was just May. We got the exact fucking day. Or the 26th. So it's either the 25th or the 26th. He suffers a stroke. He was recovering from surgery to remove a bullet that had been lodged in his neck since the failed assassination attempt in 1918. Fanny got him. Fanny finally got Lenin. She shot him in 1918. What you gonna say, social revolutionaries? What? You don't think being a social revolutionary is a fucking thing? Fuck you, Lenin. Fucking Bolshevik motherfucker. So Fanny shot Lenin in 1918. And then 4 years later, he was having surgery to get that bullet removed out of his neck. And he, while he was recovering from that surgery, he suffers a stroke. Apparently it says Trotsky assumes office for 3 months while Lenin recovers. And Lenin's going to die in 2 years. Probably because Stalin poisoned him. May 30th, the Lincoln Memorial is dedicated in Washington, D.C. June 1922, Lenin's health begins to recover. June 22nd, 1922, the Heron Massacre. You have 2 Union miners and 19 strikebreakers. Wait, strikebreakers? Is that even... Are those even people? They're killed in Heron, Illinois. June 28th, 1922, the Irish Civil War begins with the shelling of the 4 courts in Dublin by the Irish Free State. The Free State Force, what? The shelling of the 4 courts in Dublin by the Free State Forces, right? Shelling of the Irish Free State by the Free State Forces. Which side are you on? I'm for the Irish Free State. I'm for the Free State Forces. Which one are you for, motherfucker? So, okay, the Irish Civil War begins. I'm not for sure. These sentences are like, I feel like they was translated and retranslated, and so they're all like... June 29th, 1922, France grants 1 kilometer squared at Vimy Ridge freely for all time to the government of Canada. The free use of the land exempt from all taxes. So that's nice. Having 1 square kilometer piece of land at Vimy Ridge. So if France ever asked Canada, how come you haven't paid your taxes for Vimy Ridge? June 29th, 1922, motherfucker. June 30th, 1922, in Washington, D.C., U.S. Secretary of State Charles Evans Hughes, Dominican Ambassador Francisco J. Peynado signed the Hughes-Peynado Agreement, which ends the United States occupation of the Dominican Republic. 1st of July, 1922, the Great Railroad Strike of 1922 begins in the United States of embarrassment. July 11th, 1922, the Hollywood Bowl opens. July 15th, 1922, the Japanese Communist Party is established in Japan. August 1922, Lenin begins a part-time return to work. Lenin asks Trotsky to become his deputy, but Trotsky refuses, saying, "Fuck you, old man. Fuck you, Lenin. You pile of shit." August 22nd, 1922, Michael Collins, the Irish leader known as Michael Collins, the commander-in-chief of the Irish Free State Army, is shot dead. Irish Republican Army, known as the Anti-Treaty Ambush at Beal Nabloth, County Cork. Fuck. Michael Collins shot fucking dead August 22nd, 1922. The Bank of Latvia is established. Finally, some good news. September 7th, 1922, the Bank of Latvia is established. September 8th, the Greco-Turkish War. 1919 to 22, the Greco-Turkish War effectively ends with the Turkish victory over the Greeks in Smyrna. September 11th, 1922, the Treaty of Kars is ratified in Yerevan, Armenia. The Treaty of Kars is ratified. September 18th, 1922, Hungary admitted to the League of Nations. Finally, Hungary got to be a part of the League of Nations. September 27th, Constantine I of Greece, called King Constantine I of Greece, abdicates his throne in favor of his eldest son, George II of Greece, King George II. September. October 30th, 1922, Benito Mussolini is made the Italian Prime Minister. October 31st, Benito Mussolini made prime minister either, 30th or the 31st. Fucking Mussolini? God damn. That can't be good. November 1st, abolition of the Ottoman Sultanate, the last sultan of the Ottoman Empire. Mehmed the Sixth abdicates. November 14th, the British Broadcasting Company, or the BBC, begins radio service in the United Kingdom. November 15th, over 1,000 anarchists in Ecuador have a general strike. Massacre. What? November 15th, 1922. Guayaquil, Guayquil, Guayaquil, Ecuador. November 17th, 1922, former list of sultans of the Ottoman Empire, Ottoman Sultan Mehmed VI goes into exile in Italy. November 21st, 1922, Rebecca Latimer Felton of Georgia, U.S. State. Georgia takes the oath of office, becomes the first female United States Senator of, the United States. November 24th, 1922, 9 Irish Republican Army members are executed during the Irish Civil War. The first executions and reprisals known Irish Free State Firing Squad, Robert Erskine Childers, something. November 26, Howard Carter, archaeologist. German Herbert, 5th Earl of Carnarvon, called Lord Carnarvon, becomes the first people to enter the tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun in over 3,000 years. King Tut, Pharaoh Tut, King Tut, when he was a young boy. November 26, Toll the Sea debuts as the first general release film to use two-tone Technicolor. The Gulf Between was the first film to do so, but it was not widely distributed. That was 1922. 1922. Humanity is going places, baby. December 1922. Lenin suffers a second stroke. Leaves him paralyzed on his right side. Ah, fuck. Stalin is closing in. He withdrew from politics, though he remained the leader of the Communist Party. The effective leader of the party was Kamenev, who took the chair of the Politburo. December 5th, 1922, the British Parliament enacts the Irish Free State Constitution Act, which it legally sanctions as the new Constitution of the Irish Free State. December 6th, the Irish Free State officially comes into existence. George V becomes the Free State's monarch. Tim Healy is appointed the first Governor General of the Irish Free State, and W.T. Cosgrave becomes the President of the Executive Council. So Michael Collins didn't die for nothing. December 6, 1 year to the day after the signing of the Anglo-Irish Treaty, the Irish Free State comes into existence. December 9th, Gabriel Narutowicz is elected the first president of Poland. It's Gabriel Narutowicz, the first president. 1922, December 11th, 1922, the trial of Edith Thompson and Frederick Bywaters ends at the Old Bailey in London for the murder of Thompson's husband. Both are found guilty and sentenced to hang. December 16th, 1922, Gabriel Narutowicz, sworn on December 11th, as the first president of the Second Polish Republic, is assassinated by a right-wing sympathizer in Warsaw. Shit! He just got in there 7 days ago. I just met him. Naruto, I liked his last name. Gabriel, fucking Archangel Gabriel. Narutowicz. Naruto, that's fucking, badass, ninja or some shit, and then Wix. So it's like all fucking Polish. A Polish Naruto. Fucking Archangel Gabriel. Naruto just got fucking killed 7 days later. Fuck. This 1922 is turning out, Irish Free Republic. The Irish Free State, they got their country. But the Second Polish Republic, fucking only 7 days. 7 days. And who is this right-wing fucking nobody? Nobody. Oh, he's a fucking some right-wing Nazi fuck just ended the goddamn fucking Gabriel Republic. So hopefully Ireland does better than Poland. What's Poland going to do now? December 20th, Antigone by Jean Cocteau appears on stage in Paris with settings by Pablo Picasso, music by Arthur Honegger, and costumes by Coco Chanel. December 27th, Japanese aircraft carrier Hasho becomes the first purpose-built aircraft carrier to be commissioned in the world. December 28th, 1922, the Conference of Plenipotentiary Delegations from the Russian SFSR, the Transcaucasian SFSR, the Ukrainian SSR, and the Belarusian SSR approved the Treaty on the Creation of the USSR and the Declaration of the Creation of the USSR, forming the USSR, the Union of the Soviet Socialist Republics. The USSR, the birth of the... We're going to end 1922 with the bang. The birth of the USSR. Watch out, world. Socialism is coming to America. Socialism is coming to the rest of the world. These Bolsheviks, they know a thing or two. They know what's up. They know what's up. So that's December 28th, 1922. That's Ukraine. That's Belarus. The Transcaucasia. So that was... 3 countries right there. That was what? Armenia, Georgia, and something else. And was that South Ossetia? So, right, those were 3 countries in the Transcaucasian, the Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Georgia. So these are all founding members of the USSR. Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, all are founding members of the USSR. So therefore, Georgia, Azerbaijan, they should have a lot of say-so in, whatever happens, not just Russia and Moscow, but in that fucking region. The whole idea of it being a union of states isn't that Russia, tells the rest of them what to do. The idea was that they all come together and they, make decisions for the betterment or for what's best for the whole. So Azerbaijan, Armenia, Georgia, Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. These are all the founding members of the USSR. December 29th, 1922. USSR is created. It comprised of the Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and the Transcaucasian, which I already mentioned all that. Transcaucasian Soviet Socialist Republic, again, is Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia. In South Ossetia, they were their own thing. I'm not for sure if they're part of the... They're not a founding member. I don't think. December 30th, the Soviet Union, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics Treaty on the Creation of the USSR is formed. Let's see here. Forming of the USSR, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, the Transcaucasian Republic, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia all come together to form the USSR. December 30th, 1922. The two main documents that they were talking about was the creation. There was the Treaty on the Creation and the Declaration of the Creation. So, 2 important documents there if you want to, get into the nitty-gritty of who the USSR were or what they began as. December 30th, 1922, the 2 documents are confirmed by the First Congress of Soviets of the USSR, signed by the heads of the delegations, Mikhail Kalinin, Mikhail Tskakaya, Mikhail Frunze. You had to, be Mikhail? Is that the only way you could get part of this club? Gregory Petrovsky, Alexander Chervyakov. Oh my God. The formal proclamation was made from the stage of the Bolshoi Theater, Bolshoi, Bolshoi, B-O-L-S-H-O-I. The end of the war saw the incorporation of most of the territories of Ukraine into the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic, which, on December 30th, 1922, was one of the founding members of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Parts of western Ukraine fell under the control of the Second Polish Republic as laid out in the Peace of Riga, R-I-G-A, Riga. The UNR government, led by Semen Petlura, was forced into exile. For the next few years, the Ukrainian nationalists would continue to try to wage a partisan guerrilla war on the Soviets. They were aided by the Polish intelligence. They were not successful. The last Ukrainian movements would be mostly eradicated during the 1932 Holodomor. Remember the Holodomor! Remember the Holodomor! Further, the relative lack of Polish support for the Ukrainian cause would cause a growing resentment on the part of the Ukrainian minority in Poland towards the Polish interwar state. December, the year ends with hyperinflation, showing no signs of slowing down in Germany, with 7,000 marks now needed to buy a single American dollar.